gorgeous sunshines. And I think I'm going to start saying, hello, House of Spice. Hello, House of Spice. How are you all doing today? So I can tell that this is already sliding. So let's hope that it doesn't create too much noise. My bad in advance if it does, because I won't know until I edit it. So we're at the happy place. Okay, I got chicken and beef shawarma today with a little crazy salad that they give you. How amazing does this look? Oh, Jess. Oh, Jess. So, thumbnail. I always forget to look at the camera. Forgot that the camera lens is there. All right, you guys. I'm sorry that I've been away from you guys. I told you, we're still battling the flu over here in this household. Now Bean has it. First Squee, then Frisbee. Now Bean and my husband. So, there's that. Okay, so I got a funny story for y'all. Look, I'm just having water today. Okay. So earlier this week, let me back up. I'm going to reference a video that I did on January the 6th, I think is when I posted it. It was the White Castle video. So White Castles and bad decisions. Okay. So earlier this week, I got a text from a guy that I used to date. Technically, we were engaged, but I don't like to bring that up because it's not relevant now. None of that stuff is relevant now. So he texts me, and first he sends me just the link with the thumbnail of my video. I'm like, all right, what? This is all on Facebook, by the way. Because I bear no ill will towards him. You know, it was what it was. If we had stayed together, my life would be totally different. And I actually really, really like my life right now. Okay. So, he sends me this link. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking that he's just now seeing that I'm doing mukbang videos. And then I'm going to have to explain what a mukbang is. And then why I'm doing the videos. Blah, 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 blah. Because, you know, this isn't everybody's cup of tea. And I recognize that. But it is what it is. It's my cup of tea. Okay. So he says, no, it's your subject matter, your topic. I said, look, honey, I've done 100 videos. You're going to have to give me more than that to go on because I don't know what this one is about. He said, go to the 5-minute and 35-second mark. I'm like, oh, that's very specific. So I go and I listen to the video, and right away I know that video was about him. But that wasn't what he was upset about. He wasn't upset. I don't want to say that. he said, my ex that I just broke up with he said, well, we just broke up within September, October 2019, just sent me this video and said that, see, this is why, how did he say it? Something about like, you were a serial cheater. You've always been a serial cheater. You cheated on her repeatedly. And that's what you were doing with me. And the love that I have for you now is gone. And I don't want to try to get back together again. I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? I said, hold on a minute. How did my mukbang video, which really wasn't about him per se, it was really about how I've grown into a different person, that I'm in a place of zen now, and like the person that I was then versus the person that I am now are two different people. So I said, wait a minute. I didn't give a name. I didn't give a time frame. I didn't give any identifiers other than he wore glasses and he was nice. So how did she put that with you? And then he was like, oh, and then she said, she said, oh, and you didn't tell me that you all were engaged. I don't tell anybody that we were engaged. Typically, if somebody asks me about him, I'm just like, no, we dated, that's it. So keep in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and give you all the time frame on this, in case I didn't, because I don't think I did in the previous video. The time frame on this was 2003. Okay. And I asked him, I said, how does something that happened to me, now I don't know this woman, they're out in California, I have no idea, I don't know who this lady is, other than he had to tell me what her first name was, and I'm not going to repeat it here, honey, because clearly you're watching all my videos, so, and thank you for the viewership, appreciate it. But I had to ask him, how did she find me? How did she find my videos? My government name is not tethered to this channel. Dinner with Spice in general, I have a Dinner with Spice Facebook page. That's not tethered to, tethered to my government name. My Facebook page is shut down for the most part, other than I saw where, because I have another account that I'm not friends with myself on, so that I can see what other people can see from the outside if you're not my friend. Excuse me. So I go to my other page and I can see where that video, because I don't post all of my links to all of my videos on my normal Facebook page. Normally I just put it on my Dinner with Spice page, my Menopausal View page. So I go and I look on my other account to see what the general public can see. And I see where one of my videos from December the 13th, that you could see it. As you know, because I had shared the link and I had made it public. So, and that one was not the same video. I had done, I don't know how many videos in between that one and the January, the one that I posted on January the 6th or whatever it was. So she went and watched that video, and then she must have watched every video thereafter until she found one that was about him. And then, like I said, she made some assumptions, which just happened to be correct. You did. So I'm going to give you, for being a super sleuth, I'm going to give you the Super Sleuth Award right here. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. You get it. Because, honey, when women get a bee in their bonnet to go looking for something, they'll find it. But I'm not mad about it. I just find it a little bit creepy because he and I don't have contact. And for you to take the time to look me up and then look up what I'm doing now, I think that's a little creepy. You're not 20 years old. You're closer to my age. And so I'm like, I shouldn't be the focus of your concerns. My history with him was 20 years ago, 2 decades. Now, because evidently she went and she said, you know, hey, once a cheater, always a cheater. And I don't believe that. And I asked him, I said, did you cheat on her? You know, he said, no. He said, we dated for a year. I was like, did you live with her? He was like, nope. Because the Facebook message then turned into a conversation. I'm like, look, dude, just give me a call because this is too much to keep going back and forth. I'm not a texter. So he tells me, he's like, yeah, he said, I guess when she gets mad, she says things out of pocket and then has to back out of it later on. I don't know how much truth this is. If you're watching, lady that's stalking me, I don't know how much truth there. You know, there's 2 sides to every. Actually, there's 3 sides to every story. His side, your side, and the truth. So I'm guessing this is landing somewhere in the middle. So he said she broke up with him because she worked opposite days from him. So I guess she worked like Thursday, Friday, Saturday around the clock as like a caregiver of some kind. And then he worked Monday through Friday. So their only common off day was Sunday. So she got upset because he wanted to stay and watch a 3rd football game because that was his football day, of course. And she got upset about that. And then it kind of snowballed into, I don't want to do this anymore. And he's kind of like, okay, because according to him, he had been considering really reevaluating this relationship anyway. And then, of course, after she broke up with him, then it was, and like I said, I'm going off what I was told. I don't know. I don't know this other person. But he's saying that, you know, that then she's been trying to work it out with him, trying to get back in his good graces, I guess. And he's like, no, I'm not going to say anything bad about you because you're a very nice person and I like you and I want us to be friends, but I don't want to be in a relationship. So I don't know how much truth there is to either side. Maybe he did cheat on her. How am I supposed to know? I don't know. But don't look over here for the answers, honey. My thing is this. Usually if you have to go searching for answers, you already know what the answer is. I mean, I'm 20 years ago. I can't confirm for you what's going on now, what's happening now. If you think he's fooling around, I'm sure you have your reasons why you think that. Or was fooling around. But he swears, he's like, nope. He's like, I wasn't seeing anybody else. Yeah. So there's that. So, but if you're going to be over here, watching my stories, because like I told him, I actually asked him, I said, do you mind if I talk about this in my next mukbang? He was like, nah, go ahead. Because I told him, I said, here's the thing. I'm going to be telling a lot of my stories here as they come to mind. And funny stories. Some stories that won't shed people in the best light. Some stories just won't shed me in the best light. Because God knows, the last 2 stories that I've told make me look like I'm a domestic violence, like I'm an abuser. You know, we all have experiences with people. And my experience, I judge people based off of how they treat me, how they are with me. I try to give people, for the most part, the benefit of the doubt. But especially if something happened 20 years ago, I wouldn't go looking for trouble or problems or information if I wasn't prepared to act on the information. Like, who said that? It was like, if you're gonna go looking for your boyfriend or your husband, whoever, girlfriend, whoever, and you get the information you were looking for, if you're not prepared to act on that, let that person cheat in peace. If you're going to get everybody annoyed, angry for no reason, and then be staying right there, just sit down. Have a seat. Have several seats. Get a hobby. Yeah. I see people all the time going back and forth on Facebook with the other girl or the other guy. You know, they're doing this passive aggressive Facebook fighting thing. And it's like, for what purpose? But both y'all look silly. Stop it. Anyway. That was my interesting thing for this week. One of my many interesting things for this week. I'm going to go check on the bean now. I see what my baby's doing in the other room. Because she's in there with her cousins and it's awfully quiet in there. So, of course, she's in there with her poppy too, though. So, Poppy keeps her very entertained. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. And I'll be back probably later on or tomorrow with another video. And I haven't forgotten about my challenges, guys. I got a challenge from Feasting Girls to eat some grasshoppers. And then I got the Say Cheese challenge. by Corey Ball, but it's I was challenged by the Steel City Mukbang, and I got a couple of other ones. Good grief, sorry, I don't mean to keep burping, but anyway, so go on ahead and hit that subscribe button, bing, and then make sure that you like the video, whether you did or not, because you're doing me a solid. How about that? And then make sure you leave me a comment, because, and quite frankly, if my stalker friend, because we're friends now, we're comrades, if my stalker friend feels frisky and wants to comment or subscribe, that'd be fine too. I'd love to hear your side of the story, see what's going on. Anyway, until I see you guys on the next video, love you and peace out.